Good afternoon and welcome to the Arrington Ice Arena on the campus of Adrian College and the home of Bulldog hockey. It's semifinal Saturday here at Adrian College. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Happy to have you all along for the ride. It's a matchup between the conference's top seed and the fourth seed in the league, Adrian College and Aurora University. Herm, this is going to shape up to be a good game, I feel.
Absolutely. All of the games so far that these two sides have played have been extremely close. We've seen 3 matchups between the Spartans and the Bulldogs this year. The first weekend, the Bulldogs split by a score of 3-2. It was their first win and a 3-4 loss. And the only other time these teams have faced off was earlier in the year, the first weekend of January, where they played at the Huntington Center in Toledo. That was a 1-0 win in favor of the Bulldogs. So a lot to expect here. These teams certainly have a pretty fiery rivalry, and I think it's going to be shaping out to be a pretty good weekend.
A couple of hungry teams. A trip to the Harris Cup final is on the line this afternoon at Adrian College. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll get to an interview that I had with Adrian College head coach Adam Krug in just a moment. This is Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network. For the Adrian College Sports Network, I'm Ian Wentz, pregame with the head coach of the NCAA men's ice hockey team at Adrian College, Adam Krug, our typical pregame interview, and these mean a little bit more. It's the postseason. It's really one-and-done time. Bulldogs ranked number 2 in the country, hosting Aurora University. Here we are again, Adam. It's Harris Cup playoff time at the Arrington. It's become an annual thing for your club.
Yeah, I mean, the season goes by quick, that's for sure. And, here we are, playoff hockey, and it's the best time of year. The weather's turning. It's certainly awesome.
You work all year, of course, to tune up for postseason play and to get into these spots. This is an Aurora team that last time they were here didn't have a great experience, but this season away from this barn, they've played you guys pretty close. 3 one-goal games, 2 in your favor, 1 in their favor. But what's it like to, you worked hard to get to this point to get home ice in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. That was part of the message today with our guys. Like, they probably have a few guys over there with some PTSD from what went on last year. We scored 24 goals on them in 3 games. Those memories can come back to those guys real quick if we have a good start. They're a good team. Playing in their building certainly, pose different threats for us, like just the uncomfortability of being at home, and then playing at the Huntington Center in January was nice, and go down there and get a 1-0 win. But both teams are different. They're different. We're different now, much different. We're healthy, which is maybe the most important thing for us at this time of year. I like the matchup. Playing at home ice, to your point, very important, and credit to our guys for doing the work to get us here.
Well, speaking of the guys putting in work, the conference postseason awards came out. You were Coach of the Year. Congratulations. But it's all about the players. I mean, you have Zach Hines, Jaden Shields, Co-Player of the Year. Up and down the board, hats feel pretty proud of what these guys did to get these all-conference awards.
Yeah, it does. I appreciate it, Ian. It's the culmination of Jaden Shields, but Matt Redding led the league in scoring, and he didn't get that accolade. Disappointing for him, but I don't know if he really cares. Like, he's a very humble kid and just wants to go out and win and have an opportunity to play pro at the end of this. And Dershawn Stewart, is arguably our MVP. He allows our guys to play with that offensive ability, just knowing they got a great backstop back there. But hats off to Jaden Shields and Zach Hines, two guys that definitely are deserving to win the Co-Player of the Year award. Pretty awesome for them.
Ian went talking with Adam Krug pregame of the Harris Cup semifinal against Aurora University. When you look at this, John Stewart, an example of a guy that's been a product of the system, right? He came in with talent, and now here he is, and he's playing some great hockey.
Yeah, he was the third-string goalie, just a few years ago, and last year he got that opportunity with Cam Gray leaving to battle it out with Nick Tallarico, and they were a 1A, 1B last year, and it was good that we had that 1A, 1B because Dershawn got hurt before the playoffs, and we leaned on Nick down the run, and Dershawn was healthy enough to back up down the stretch there last year, and he got some valuable experience. He played in the Frozen Four in the national semifinal when the game was getting a little out of hand with all the scoring. We made a change, and Dershawn went in and stood tall and got the win in that game. So he's seasoned at this point, but this has been 4 years worth of development getting him to where he is now, and I don't think there's a goalie like him in the country.
The first line of defense in front of Dershawn, your defense. We talked about Jaden Shields a lot, but what really can make this team go, I feel, is the youth on this team a little bit. You got Julian Jacob on the all-conference freshman team. He's certainly an energetic player, but you have to be happy with the way your D-core is playing, really, 1 through 7, 1 through 6, wherever you want to go with.
Yeah, the D have been great all year. It's been a strong point. That was, I think, one thing that we looked at last year in recruiting. Where could we improve? And that was a focus. And, we kind of knocked it out of the park. Jules has been a very good player. He's going to be a very good offensive player in this league for the next 3 years after this one. But he's growing, and he's getting better, and he's becoming a little bit more poised. Like, he's not quite Jaden Shields on the power play yet, but we see him growing into a role like that. And then you got Ben Loretto, another freshman who just eats minutes and kills plays, and he's a stalwart. It's good to have those guys. But then with just the veterans back there with Shieldsy and Iowa Denier, Cam Babiak, a Division I transfer from Bowling Green.
You almost forget about Matt Kudo.
And that's where I'm going next. Is Kutsi? He's just so underappreciated, I think, by a lot of people, and definitely not in our locker room, definitely not in our coach's room, but a guy that absolutely should have been an all-conference player isn't because he doesn't have the offensive stats, but he's simple back there. He's got the Bulldog mentality, plays, just plays, with his heart on his sleeve. You can just tell he just wants to win. So, you got all those guys, and it rounds out a great D-core.
Ian went talking with Adam Krug pregame of the Harris Cup semifinal against Aurora. Well, the only group we haven't highlighted are the forwards, and I guess pick your poison with this team. It kind of depends on the night. Matthew Redding could go for a few. Zach Hines, we know what he can do. And the youngsters, we'll say, like Brad Summers, Riley Murphy, or Ryan Patosha. I guess it's hard to talk about all of them. They're all pretty good, Adam.
Yeah, we've got 4 really good lines. We're a balanced team, and that's kind of been a staple of ours for a long time now, where we can kind of come at you in waves with different groups. So, you got that Brad Summers line, which obviously is our top line and probably the best in the country. And then, you got a second line that's really a 1B with, Jake Swade flanked by Riley Murphy and Ian Amsbaugh. Ian Amsbaugh is one of those freshmen that's kind of coming into his own. We've seen a lot of growth from him the second half of the year. And then you've got the May line, and there's some big bodies that play hard, provide pressure, and then the Ryan Patosha line. But Tosha's line's kind of the fourth line on paper, but they're certainly good enough, to make their.
Coach, what about the visitors coming in? Aurora University, they can present some challenges. You played them close 3 games this season. But, the regular season conference games were a little while ago, but played them early January in Toledo. What's been your assessment of their squad here as of late?
Well, they play hard, and they certainly have some skill. They've got ability to put pucks in the net if you give them time and space. They play hard. I think they play the right way for the most part, but it definitely they pose some challenges. They got mobile defensemen that their top D pair will jump up in the play a ton. Good special teams. I don't think the power play percentage is really clicking at the number that they'd like it to be, but they certainly have some good players that can make plays. So to me, it's never really about our opponent. But they certainly pose some threats. But for us, again, let's go take care of business, do what we do well, and dictate the style of the game and dictate the pace and all that stuff, and we should be just fine.
You've coached here, you've played here. It's a pretty special building to be in, especially when it gets packed up with fans. Just the playoff atmosphere is great here at Adrian College.
Yeah, February and March in this building, nothing like it. Certainly looking at a couple full houses, this weekend, and with our game and then our women tonight. It's a lot of fun when we get to do this. We never take it for granted, but we got a great fan base. The people of Adrian have done nothing but welcome us appropriately for the last 17 years, and they've seen some pretty exhilarating wins, and they've been with us through all of it, and we appreciate that. But yeah, to your point, the weather's turning, and it's playoff time, and there's really no better to be on a Saturday.
I like saying it. You don't need to hear it, but good luck this afternoon, and we'll talk.
All right, thanks, Ian.
Once again, that's Adam Krug with the Adrian College NCAA men's ice hockey team. Harris Cup semifinal against Aurora University. Puck drop coming up next on the Adrian College Sports Network. We welcome you back to the Arlington Ice Arena at Adrian College. Men's NCAA Division III Ice Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman hanging out with you this afternoon. The Bulldogs and Spartans, top seed in the conference versus the 4 seed. Starting lineups being announced first for the Spartans and then for the Bulldogs. Alex Herman did quite a bit of work pregame to break down this contest just a little bit between some hungry Spartans and some hungry Bulldogs. The national runner-up last year, Adrian, looking to make it back into the tournament. And the easiest way to do that is to win the Harris Cup. That's the automatic bid to the NCAAs. It'll be difficult. The Spartans come to town.
Absolutely, and the Bulldogs, the 2-time defending Harris Cup champs in the past 2 seasons, they've got a lot to play for here today. And as we mentioned in the opening, these 2 teams have faced off 3 times this season. They split the first weekend where they were playing each other, the Bulldogs and the Spartans, that is, and then we've seen them play one other time that was down in Toledo at the Huntington Center, a 1-0 win. Both of these teams extremely talented. The Spartans come in 15-11-1 on the year, 4th in the NCHA, 4-1-0 in the last 5. They've scored 5 or more in the last 3 of their 5 games, and their only loss in that stretch was to Lake Forest 6-2, so we know they can be beaten. In their first round matchup, they played MSOE. They won 2-1 in overtime and 5-1 in regulation. Chase Broda has been their leading scorer this season, 12 goals, 15 assists for 27 points, and Jacob Musatelli in net 9-9-1 on the year, playing majority of the games with a .909 save percentage, .270 GAA, and 2 shutouts. This is really a team that's deep and can run their systems well and always competes until the final buzzer. The Dogs 21-5-1, first in the NCHA, 3rd nationally, so they've got a lot on their shoulders. 4-1-0 in the last 5. And if you thought that the Spartans could score, the Bulldogs have upped that. They've scored at least 6 or more in 4 of their last 5 as we head into the national anthem. We'll come back here. Ian, take it away.
Puck drop coming up next. Harris Cup semifinal on the Adrian College Sports Network. Good afternoon, Bulldog fans, and welcome back to the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wett, Alex Herman with you here today. Bulldogs and Spartans, a trip to the Harris Cup Championship on the line. Bulldogs top seeded, Spartans in the 4th seed spot. Looking at the starting lineups for this afternoon, we'll look at the Peters Cup champion Bulldogs. It'll be Brad Summers at center. On the left wing is Matthew Redding. On the right wing, co-player of the year in the conference, Zach Heinz. On defense will be the other co-player of the year, Jaden Shields. His defense partner, the freshman standout, Julian Jacob. And in goal is Dershawn Stewart, one of the best to do it in the country. And this is a deep lineup, Herman, that can find production from anywhere. Matthew Redding led the conference in points, and he's not the player of the year. He lost it to 2 other teammates. That just shows you the depth that Coach Krug has.
Yeah, Matt Redding, 43 points, leads his team. 16 goals, 27 assists. Right behind him is going to be Jaden Shields, 9 goals and 26 points for 35 points. Zach Heinz, last weekend, 3rd in points, had 10 points in 2 games. As we get puck drop and we're underway.
Jace Schmidt and Bradley Summers on the draw, and quickly it's a shot down into the Bulldog zone. It's Julian Jacob there for AC. On the backhand, up ice to Matthew Redding, into the skates of Zach Heinz. It's slapped toward the blue line, and it's played out by the Spartans, with Matthew Redding right on it. It's a takeaway at center by Zach Heinz. Turns up ice, looks for Summers, has him. Brad over the blue line and throws one into space. Just the Spartans there. Trouble getting out of their own end as the opening shift here at the Arlington Ice Arena played around to the opposite side corner. Heinz off the wall. Back behind for Redding, centers it off a Spartan defender. Brad Summers on it first. Julian Jacob. D to D, it rolled off his stick funny, and Shields will regroup.
This is a fast start for both sides. Both these teams coming flying straight out of the gate. And that's something that everybody's going to have to utilize here throughout this game, because if you can figure out a way to get behind enemy lines quickly, get quick shots on net, that's really going to help you out in the long run.
Spartans with the offside, 58 seconds into this one. No score at the Arlington Ice Arena. They'll move the face-off deep into the Spartan end, and we're going to see the Jake Swade line out there with Matt Kudo and Riley Murphy, some youngsters up front, but ones that produce.
This is a deep line with Swade centering. We saw him take the majority of the final faceoffs as the end of the season last year came to a conclusion. I think it was 12 or 13 games in a row. He took that opening faceoff to start every game, and including playoffs.
Austin Klein pinching in to hold it into the zone, knifing at it as Ian Amsbaugh. He controls it. Plays a cross-ice pass in front of his own bench to Matt Kudo. He goes cross-ice back to the left side corner. Spartans to the blue line and out. Nice clear, and it's Matt Kudo spinning in his own zone. Double team there. Plays it out to center. And Aurora on it. That was 25, John Hollard. And it's Austin Klein quickly for the Bulldogs. Riley Murphy touch pass. Jake Swade across the benches over the blue line. Swade leaves it there. Murphy trying to cut to the net. He's taken down, and a penalty coming up. As Murphy drew the penalty, and the Bulldogs will go to the power play first.
What a perfect way to open up this one. A minute and 30 in at the 18:23 mark, we see the game's first penalty. And luckily for the Bulldogs, they're going to head to the power play here, skating into this game with a 24.8 percentage on the odd man opportunities. And this is a really good chance to prove yourself and show your dominance. So the Bulldogs will skate up one skater, and we'll see what they can come up with here.
The junior captain, Giovanni Procopio, is in the box for Aurora as they're out killing this penalty. Faceoff squirts toward the Bulldog blue line. Has played out to center. Could be an opportunity on the puck first for the Spartans. 81, Lucas Sedlasek, and it's behind Dershawn Stewart. Bulldogs up a skater, and now with the puck, it's Matthew Redding to Jaden Shields. Shields pass to his left for Matt Summers. Drops it way back. Matthew Redding navigates, spins on the backhand. Up ice to Jaden Shields. Now it's Matthew Redding to the middle. Zach Heinz left the puck there. Now he has to fight for it along the penalty box. And the Spartans shoot it down. Defensive work by Matt Weber. Just over 2 minutes gone by in this Harris Cup semifinal. Bulldogs and Spartans here at the Arlington.
A little bit of trouble for the Bulldogs, getting the pucks to stick on the stick blades.
Matthew Redding had his pocket picked, and Aurora sends it down ice. It's a Dershawn Stewart play. Halfway through this power play in the opening period. 2.5 gone by. We're scoreless. We'll see Connor May glide through neutral ice, gains the blue line, makes a move at the corner. May back to the blue line for Julian Jacob. Jacob's shot deflected, and it's up and out of play. 49 seconds left on the power play. 17 and 11 to go in the first.
Not only can't they connect with their passes, they can't really even enter the zone here. We haven't seen a shot yet in this game about 3 minutes in. Despite the Bulldogs being on the power play, Aurora's been shut down thus far defensively.
Keep the May line out there with Murphy, Amsbaugh, Patosha, and Jacob. Got to make sure the gentlemen on the far side are lined up properly. And here we go. Fight for the draw, controlled back to Patosha. Ryan plays it off the wall. Behind the goal, it's Ian Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh to Patosha. Top of the point for Jacob. Julian, one-timer by Murphy, and it's fought off. Murphy to the point again for Jacob. Murphy wants it back, he has it. Murphy into the dot. Murphy waiting, looking for a pass. There's Jacob. His one-timer off a body in front. 20 seconds left on the Adrian College power play. Scoreless at the Arrington. It's Ian Amsbaugh. Half wall. Double team there. A couple of Spartans, and Aurora digs it out. Gets it to the blue line, but not quite out. A nice play there by Amsbaugh and Murphy, and now the Spartans clear it, and that should do it for the game's first power play.
That was a masterful PK for the Aurora Spartans, and something that they're going to carry momentum as time ticks down in this first period.
As the Spartans are full strength, puck is under a couple of players near side boards, and the Spartans work it free. Alec Levisek going to work for Adrian, and 24 for Aurora out there. Backhand shovel toward the crease, and Dershawn Stewart a heads-up play. Just a shot from nowhere. That should be our first shot on goal, and it's 16:04 left in the first.
Yeah, and that little floater backhand sort of handcuffed Stewart. I think he was reading it. It was going to come off the blade with a little bit more force, but was able to swipe it down with the glove.
Face off in the Spartans' offensive zone. No score. Just about 4 minutes gone by. The Spartans win the draw. Shot blocked off. First time we're seeing Casey Gerstein. Big number 29 for Adrian. Now it's Alec Levisek. Chip and chase. Levisek looking middle, turns into the boards. He turned it over. Spartans first to the puck. Now it's a play out to center ice. Jack Rudden had it stolen away. Adrian to the blue line and gain the zone. It's Connor May looking for a centering ice feed. Blocked. Back into the corner. Now the Spartans on it in their own side. Up ice they go to the blue line and out, but right into the waiting stick of Ben Loretto, the freshman defenseman. To his senior defense partner, Iowa Dinier, who shoots it wide, goes for a change. Big hit along the near side corner board. Aurora with the puck. Now for long, Patosha right there for AC, and it's John Calgin, the Bulldog captain, away with it. Gives it off to Jaden Shields. Around the boards, all the way to the Spartans. Now there's a chance over the blue line. One-on-one shot wide of Stewart. Right on goal was Jackson Kirk. Still on it for the Spartans. Now it's a turnover by Aurora. John Calgin through center. Now for Adrian, it is Theo Troon out there. Youngster number 16 lays a hit to make a play, but could not control the puck, and Shields has to get back for it. The Spartans will beat the icing, as that is Kirk there first. Jaden Shields picks it up. He's out there with Cam Babiak on defense. Shields waiting, cross ice. Zach Heinz out there with Redding and Summers. 3-on-2. Redding, his shot deflected just wide, trickled wide of the keeper. Redding back to the point for Kudo. Now it's Austin Klein. Klein hits Heinz. He's okay. Kudo, his shot, and it's fought off by the Spartan goalie, Busatelli.
You know, I really like how simple the plays on each of the side of the ice that both these teams are making. They're not trying to do anything too fancy because this is playoff hockey, so if you can stick to your systems here and just do the simple things correctly, I think that's what's going to be the difference maker in this one.
These two teams played tight defensive contests, as you mentioned in the pregame, the prior three contests. Bulldogs 2-1 in those games. Austin Klein off the face-off. Now it's Matthew Redding. Give and go with Kleiner into the corner. Left the puck there. Brad Summers. He's jockeying for position in the far side corner boards. That's Zach Heinz now with it. Turned over to the Spartans, and they play it out to center. It's Austin Klein for Matt Kudo. And now Matthew Redding, a touch pass to Klein. Plays to the middle. It's Hines. He has to reverse course. Keep his team on side. Backhands it. Blocked by a Spartan. Back to the red line. Summers with space over the left side. Drop pass to Klein. Klein to the middle. Defended well by Aurora. Puck into the corner. Bulldogs with good zone time here. Brad Summers finds Redding. His shot goes wide. Not sure if it hit a skate on the way through or not. As Matt Kudo held the zone, his shot deflected up and out of play with 13-19 to go in the first of a scoreless game.
You know, to speak to what you were talking about before, defensive game, all three of the contests that we've seen between these both sides have resulted in a one-goal hockey game. A 3-2 win for the Bulldogs, a 3-4 loss. The Spartans won, and then the only other game 1-0. So I have to wonder if this one's going to end in a similar result.
That was an early goal down in Toledo. I believe it was Summers that scored it.
In the first period, too. That was the only time we saw any scoring.
Shields off the draw for Adrian. He is harassed. Good work by the Spartans. Number 10, Jake Code. Now the puck is free on the Spartan bench. Here goes Riley Murphy for Adrian. Murphy looking to go to the net. Flings it toward the net. Where's the puck? There's a stoppage in play and another penalty. That's an effort play by Riley Murphy to get that call.
And you know what? That's incredible, too, because Murphy was the one who drew the first penalty on the same exact play. Just driving the net hard, trying to get towards the front. He's held up. This is going to be a holding call for the second time. Bulldogs look to change the result on the power play. 13:01 left to go in the first period. They'll be up 5-4 for the next 2 minutes.
That was Jake Code, the sophomore from Ontario. Bulldogs 0 for 1 on the power play this afternoon. It's the second power play unit out there for Coach Adam Krug in his 10th season at the helm. Clean win by Ryan Patosha. Back to Jacob, now it's Amswell. Ian's cross-ice pass for Murphy. Tough to handle, and the clear attempt by the Spartans gets to center, where Julian Jacob is on it for AC.
Just a little bit too much on that centering feed there.
Amsbaugh in his own zone, behind the safety of his net and his goalie Dershawn Stewart. His pass to his right as Julian Jacob is on it, wraps it around the boards. Patosha there with Gerstein. Amsbaugh fanned on that feed, and the Spartans kill more time. 30 seconds through this Bulldog power play. Bulldogs with numbers here, 4-on-3. Amsbaugh makes a move to the edge, turns, feeds it further into the corner with Gerstein and Patosha in hot pursuit for the black and gold. Gerstein along the wall. Spartans feed it out. There's a Bulldog penalty coming up, and that's not what you want when you're up a man, is to commit a penalty like that.
Nope. 53 seconds was all they had to be 5-4. And now the Bulldogs are going to skate 4-on-4 with the Spartans. And some confusion on the ice between who's going to go to the box, and now it looks like it's going to be Ryan Patosha. I believe the signal was a hook. And there's also a Spartan going, so this might cancel itself out.
They were holding each other. 12:07 left in the first. There are 2 Spartans in the penalty box, 1 Bulldog.
I didn't have full eyes on what they called the Spartan for.
I saw the Adrian penalty. It was either Gerstein or Patosha was holding. There was just a mass of humanity down there in the Spartan zone. So will we still be 5-on-4? Or will we be 4-on-3?
It looks
Bulldogs have 5, the Spartans have 3. That can't be right.
I think it's going to stay 5-on-4 because those calls look like they're matching.
Okay, the Spartans send a 4th player over the bench.
That's a lucky break for the Bulldogs.
It is. Draw in the Spartan zone. They win it. Skate 4-on-5 still. Bulldogs with a power play. Bounces over the head of Matthew Redding. Shields in front of his own net. Turns. And now he will go up ice. Jaden Shields snaps it across. Deflected off the sweater of Brad Summers. 50 seconds left on the Adrian power play. No score. Approaching halfway of this first period. Summers got bumped down, and the Spartans clear. A lot of zone time for Adrian. Not too many chances.
I think the Spartans are just doing a great job at stepping in shooting lanes and creating traffic. There's not a lot of room out there to work with.
Stretch pass to Redding, now swayed into the corner for Summers. Deflects it back to the point for Shields. Jaden walks to the line, finds Hines. Shields. Hines is going to set up for a one-timer if they can get it to him. Shields, Hines fakes the one-timer. Now it's Summers left side. Back to Hines. Down low, Redding feeds it into the crease. Bouncing puck, turning. Hines shoots and scores! It's a goal for Adrian College. Zach Hines on the power play.
Great patience from the Bulldogs power play. The Spartans had the right idea to clog up the center lane so they couldn't feed the one-timers over. Netminer and Musatelli couldn't hold it. The rebound on top of the crease, and there you see it put back onto the twine as the Bulldogs take a 1-0 lead on the power play.
Boy, the Spartan keeper got a piece of that shot too by Hines. It wasn't clean, but we'll take it. It's Adrian 1, Aurora 0. And Hale Adrian plays from the Bulldog pep band down to our right as we have a quick offsides on the ensuing draw.
And you know what? That goal reminds me a lot of the goal that we saw down in Toledo. The first shot was saved by Musatelli. He got it clean, and then once it bounced around, lost his eyes on it. And there was traffic in front, which allowed the Bulldogs to step in and bank it home.
I'm not sure if the scoreboard is not working at the Arrington or if they waved the goal off. Now they put the goal up on the board. It took a minute. I was getting nervous. Pass into the slot, a quick chance for AC. They're up 1-0. It's a power play goal. Spartans one-on-one, trying to move around Babyak. Unsuccessful in doing that is Chase Broda. He gets taken to the wall. Sellout crowd here at the Arrington on a Saturday afternoon. It's a doubleheader. Conference playoff semifinals. Drop pass by Gerstein. Shot blocked. Connor May let it fly. Austin Klein delivers a hit into the slot. Chance for the Dogs, and it's Gerstein. Has it in between his legs. A transfer from King's College, Pennsylvania. 10:19 to go in the first. It's a 1-0 Bulldog lead. 3 shots to 1 on goal in favor of the home team. A denier to Klein at neutral ice. Cross ice. Gets its way to Gerstein somehow as he avoids a hit by Broda. Into the near side corner. Touch pass to John Calgin. Out there with Connor May. Calgin goes to the front of the net. Oh, and a pass out front. Just couldn't find him as that was Connor May. Or rather, Theo Troon with the attempt. Here's a turnover by the Spartans. Calgin in on goal. Shoots and a save by Musatelli into the crease, and they're going to blow the whistle dead. Hand pass. Boy, we got high-flying action first half of this period.
Sure do, and that was a great shot from John Calgin. I think he was trying to pick that top left corner, the right idea there, but Musatelli is one of those goalies where if he's square and he can see the shot, I'd like to say that 9 times out of 10 he's going to make the save. So the biggest thing for Adrian really is trying to create some traffic in front of him and take his sight of vision away. As you saw there on that first goal, once he lost sight of it, there was no chance.
Calgin with a quick shot blocked in front. Where's the puck? And it's out of play into the netting. Jacob Musatelli stands at 6'4". That is pre-skates. 195, the senior from University of Maine. That's an NCAA transfer. He's a native of Woodgate, New York. The record, 9-9-1 on the season. Goals against, not bad, under 3. Save percentage of 90 as this shot flies wide. Julian Jacob holds the zone for the Bulldogs. Calgin below. Out to the blue line actually goes this puck as Shields plays it down. It's a bouncing, rolling puck. Patosha whacking at it. Into the crease. Where's the puck? And it's squirted out free. Into the corner boards. And there's a weird angle shot, and Musatelli covers that up. You can kind of feel that ice tilting him toward the Spartan net. They need to find some answers quick.
They sure do. And giving opportunities away to Adrian College is not something that you want to do, especially coming into the Arrington Ice Arena when the Bulldogs have their home crowd in front of them, as we see now. Because once they get momentum and they smell blood, they typically go right back after it.
Right.
The biggest thing for the Spartans here is to try and get back to the defending that we saw in the first couple of minutes. Get in front of shots, make some blocks, take away time and space.
Last weekend against Concordia, they scored 20 goals in 2 games, but it was like once they, like you said, once they broke the ice, so to speak, it was an avalanche of goals.
Sure was. And it was interesting, too, because at first the Bulldogs had really struggled in both games to get going.
Face-off cleanly won by Jake Swade. Austin Klein along the wall. Into the feet of Amsbaugh. He turned it over. Spartans up the center. Hits the top of the head of Hanson Akai. And a hit along the board. Stewart's going to cover that up. So we have a collision behind the Adrian College goal. And Matt Kudo in the mix, a defensive-minded defenseman. Doesn't really get the recognition in the conference or in the country, really, that Coach Krug thinks he deserves. Number 22 is a very good defensive hockey player.
He sure is, and he's shut down in the D zone. He's always in the right spot, making simple plays, helping out his netminder and Dershawn Stewart. They're really close friends off the ice, so you have to imagine that some of the synergy that they have between each other is unbeatable.
Matt Kudo, the junior from London, Ontario. He went to the bench. Jake Swade still out there on the faceoff. It's Ben Loretto and Iowa Dinier on defense for Coach Krug. Faceoff stolen away by Riley Murphy. He gets bumped off the puck. Murphy out there defending along with Ian Amsbaugh. Back to the middle. It hit the linesman's skates, but Riley Murphy there for the Bulldogs. Spins, had it fall off his stick, and the Spartans go the other way. Nice hit by Amsbaugh, but apparently not. We have a penalty upcoming and some extras after the whistle.
I'll be interested to see if the officials take a Spartan with them. I imagine that they probably won't, but the hit from Amsbaugh, I think clearly a penalty there. No possession of the puck.
Yeah, that's a good football hit. Not on ice.
Wrong season for us here.
The freshman Amsbaugh, number 34, really come on as of late. 6'1" freshman from North Dakota. He's going to go to the penalty box. Bulldogs to the penalty kill for the first time. 8:41 to go. As Zach Hines' goal has Adrian up 1-0. Conversation with Coach of the Year in the conference, Adam Krug. What's the argument here? Do you think
maybe he thinks that there should be another call here?
The hit after the whistle?
It's very possible, but he's not going to get it, unfortunately.
Normally you don't.
Yep.
I would say 99.9% of the time, coaching arguments don't result in penalties.
Could be one of those cases where he's just trying to make an observation and say, hey guys, you need to watch out for something.
Aurora to the power play. Shot fought off by Stewart, and another save by Dershawn. He's down on the ground and he's covered it up. Boy, a couple of chances back-to-back by Aurora. Dershawn Stewart, first early test.
That was 3 shots in sequence that Dershawn Stewart made excellent saves on. First one was clean, and then the rebounds all loose in front, using that big frame of his to get in front of it.
Derek Buds, 91 out there, the senior from Saskatchewan. Wins the draw against Ryan Potosha, but John Couch in there first for the Bulldogs. He'll clear it down. Opening moments of the Aurora University power play. 8:19 left in the first. It's Adrian 1, Aurora nothing. Harris Cup semifinal. Spartans are offside. And that was the aforementioned Buds guilty party. We'll have a face-off outside the Bulldog zone. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thanks for being a part of our Saturday afternoon. Game 2 of our doubleheader will feature the Lady Bulldogs of Adrian College as they will battle the Foresters of Lake Forest College. 7 o'clock puck drop. But right here, the men need to take care of some business first as they are killing off this penalty. It's Matthew Redding, stole it away. Feeding it to the middle. Jake Swade on his horse, and he's going to influence things. The Spartans, though, get to the puck first and work down ice, down a goal, and up a man. Bouncing puck in the high slot. It's skate to stick. Down there, 21 Jackson Kirk in the corner. Now it's a feed to the middle. Nice defense there by Klein, and the Bulldogs can send it down. They make a change. Halfway through the penalty kill. 7:33 to go in the first period. Zach Hines' power play goal is the difference. Nice job by Iowa Dinier at the Adrian blue line. Out to center that goes the puck. Skating it through is Giuliano Santalucia, out there on the power play. It's a play by Connor May at the Adrian blue line, and the Spartans regroup. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Ian Amsbaugh in the penalty box for Adrian for interference. Adenier on the puck for the Bulldogs. 1-on-2, and Io clears it down. Gosh, that's just big-bodied defenseman there, number 23.
We talked about Matt Kudo being one of the unsung heroes on the blue line for the Bulldogs. How about Iowa Dinier, too?
Spartans with a last-second rush. Play to Brad Summers. Now it's Amsbaugh, 2-on-1. Amsbaugh shoots, save, rebound, covered up. Oh, he had a chance there. Right? I mean, doesn't that seem to happen more often than not? You kill a penalty and then you get a chance the other way with the guy coming out of the box?
Sure does, and that's good awareness from Amsbaugh to read the play. He might have been heading back to the bench initially as he was exiting the box, but to pick up where the puck was in neutral. I also like that shot selection, was really patient with the release and almost snuck it by the blocker.
Musatelli standing tall, and we have a infraction on the face-off. We'll redo things. Summers, Redding, and Heinz, the three Bulldog forwards. Babiak and Kudo, the two defenders, and they will defend as the Spartans win the draw. Playing out to center
Redding lost the steal.
So a brief advantage here for the Spartans, 5-on-4, as Redding makes his way to the bench. Spartans in the Bulldog third. Nice steal by Heinz. Heinz could bring a 2-on-1 the other way. Heinz with Levisek, back to Heinz. Zach to the middle, Babiak off his skate, backhands the puck, and it's covered up. My goodness, back and forth here late in the first period of a one-goal game.
And you know what's crazy? Losing the steal actually helped the Bulldogs on that play. Levisek came straight off the bench and immediately into a rush for a 2-on-1. Not exactly what you want in an ideal situation, having your skate blade pop out of your holder, but somehow that actually helped out the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's not a designed play.
Could you imagine if they figured out a way to do that intentionally?
It'd be like a fumble-rooski,
yeah.
but your skate pops off. All right, centering feed taken away by the Spartans, but now it's Levisek for the Bulldogs. Plays it down back for Gerstein out to the front. Here's an attempt by May, and the Spartans collapse it quickly. Connor May's been active here tonight. Plays it back for Shields. Now it's Julian Jacob. Jacob shoots it high, but not too high. The 6'4" Musatelli gloves it with 5:42 left in the period.
This is a good working hard frame from both of these sides. And like you said, Ian, play just back and forth. One shot for the Bulldogs, another for the Spartans. Though the score 1-0, we're pretty even here at the AIA.
Last time these two teams played, it was a 1-0 game. Jacob holds it in at the blue line, plays it for Connor May, a bouncing, rolling puck. Jacob takes a whack at it. It's back to neutral ice where Jaden Shields plays it. Off the stick of Casey Gerstein out there with Levisek and May. Now it's the Spartans through. This is Jake Code. Code fought off by Shields and May. Shields to the boards. Now to the far side they go. The Bulldogs read it. It's Casey Gerstein. It's a 3-on-2. He missed the pass across ice for Levisek. Could have been a chance for AC at 5:05 of this period. Both teams make changes. Dershawn Stewart puts it on a tee for Julian Jacob. Jacob gets taken to the boards. Puck underneath. Fighting to get it free, and he does just that to Shields. Now it's Troon. His exit pass intercepted. Now the Spartans. Boy, big hits the last 30 seconds. Here's a shot on Stewart. Saved by the chest protector. Spartans looking for the equalizer. Holding the puck in is John Hillard. But it's turned right back over. Bulldogs quick on the puck this afternoon. Stretch pass by Kaljan. Out there for Troon. Troon with Patosha and Kaljan. Kaljan 1-on-2 below. Now it's Patosha joining in on the fun. 4:13 to go. First period, Bulldogs up 1-0. Kaljan. Troon couldn't get a stick on it. Trying to do that little one-timer feed from the boards. Now we play at center ice. 4 minutes left in this period. Oh, that puck would have hit us if we didn't have that net right in front of us. 3:39 or 59 to go in the first period. Heinz with the only goal.
Not for nothing, Ian, but I would have saved that puck if it had come towards your way.
Have total faith that you would save that from damaging, number one, the equipment up here, and number two, my life. I probably would have ducked behind the camera, for being honest.
I would have done a little little dive in front of you. Self-sacrifice. Matrix style.
It's appreciated. You need me for game 2.
Yes, we do.
Amsbaugh's shot goes wide. Murphy on it for Adrian in the right side corner. What a shot by Murphy. He's got to go back and defend now. The Spartans. Number 21, Jackson Kirk over the line. He's met there by Klein and Babiak. The Spartans are offside. So Adrian will have a chance here. Off the wall, Murphy. Murphy to the front of that. He's taken down again. No call. Not as egregious as the first two. Austin Klein at the point. Klein flutters one to the front. Amsbaugh on the backhand. Now turns. Flutters to the half wall. Now it's Klein. Quick shot into the corner. It's Murphy. And it's back to the point for Babiak, who lays a hit. Murphy finds Swade. Jake Swade had it roll off his stick. Up to the half wall and not out. Pinching down is Babiak on the clearing attempt by Lucas Sedlicek. Amsbaugh going to work. Ian plays it to the circle, and the Spartans do shovel it out under 3 to go in the first period. 1-0 AC, the deflected attempt off of Summers into the catcher of Musatelli. Shots on goal, Herm, 9-4 unofficially.
Yeah, this one, well now 11-5, it just jumped up as I blinked my eyes.
Oh, it
looking
did.
At the
As I
scoreboard.
turned to look at you, it changed. Okay.
Kind of crazy there, but pretty even. Only 6 shots separating, but every single attempt really high quality from different areas of the ice.
Summers out there for Adrian on the draw. Buds for Aurora University. Played to the corner. Goes free to the Spartans. Shoveling it on in is Chase Broda. Right there is Stewart. Off the wall and into the corner. Shields and Summers for AC. The puck to the opposite side for Hallard. Hallard from behind. Makes a pass. Weird angle shot. Saved by Stewart. 2-on-2 behind the Bulldog cage. Buds goes down. He's out there with Hassan Ackel. Spartans going to work here. 2:12 to go in the first period. 1-0 Adrian on the Zach Heinz power play goal. He's out there now. Kudo goes from his skates to his stick. Now to the far side wall for Zach Heinz. Heinz played it to the circle. Finds himself with the puck, and he gets bumped into the boards. Kudo has it go off his hand and into the Spartan bench.
Looks like both sides will make a change here too, which I think is the right decision with 1:56 left to go in the first. The time winding down here in this first frame. Not a lot to dislike from either side because everybody's playing so strong.
Just one fortuitous Adrian bounce and a rebound goal for Heinz. That's really the difference on the power play. Spartans bring it in. It's Broda. Fight behind the boards. Nice job by Loretto to get it further out from in front of his cage as Iowa Denier sends it up high, and it bounced off one of the lights above Weston Rink here at the Adrian College Ice Arena here at the Arrington. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman on the mic. We have Nate Linder and Laura Witkowski engineering our games today on the Adrian College Sports Network. Glad to have you along for the ride. It's a Harris Cup semifinal between the Bulldogs and the Spartans. 1 seed versus 4 seed. Spartans win the draw. One-timer blocked in front by Denier. This will spring Levasek. Levasek with Gerstein. Played to the middle into the skates of May. May had it roll off his twig. And now he has to reverse course as the Spartans get it to center ice and into the Bulldog bench. Look out as Jim McNair had to duck out of the way of that one, the trainer for this NCAA men's team.
And Jackson Bernard with the outstretched glove hand to try and save it.
That's right.
I was trying to do my job, but from the other end of the ice.
It's just the goalie's nature. See puck, stop puck.
It's habit.
It's pretty simple when you break it down like that. Spartans win the ensuing faceoff. Approaching the 1-minute mark of this first period. Way back for Dershawn Stewart. Backhands it, too hot for Kudo. Now it's Troon and Patosha to the red line and out. Calgin over to Austin Klein. Klein a 1-on-2 with Patosha breaking in. Klein to Patosha. Ryan scores! It's another Bulldog goal! Patosha! What a feed from Austin Klein.
You could see this one from a mile away as the play developed into the 2-on-1. Look at this pass from Klein to feed it over into the slot for Patosha. Wide open back door. Bangs it home, 2-0 with under a minute left to go in the first period.
John Calgin, the captain, got the play started at center. A little back touch to Klein, and Austin jumped into the rush. The Spartans got caught with one defender back, and Potosha made him pay. 2-1 AC with 54 seconds left.
Delay on the draw here. Looks like Amsball and Ackle getting a little bit too frisky before the puck was dropped.
2-0 Adrian here. Battle in the Adrian College blue line. Free from Jake Swade to Ben Loretto. Loretto into the Spartan zone. 38 seconds to go. Amsball's on it for Adrian. He's triple teamed. Tried to make a play to Swade. Jake saves it into the zone. Murphy. Now it's a Denier Isles shot right into the catcher of Musatelli. Now look, Herm, Musatelli's faced a lot of looks here today. And the two he's given up, a rebound goal on a power play and a 2-on-1, you can't fault him for those, really.
No, not at all. And we talked about it a little bit earlier in this period. When he's on angle and the shot comes off clean, I'd say a lot of the time he's able to use the height and width of his body to save it, regardless of whether he can react fast enough to stop it. But if you create havoc in front of him, and really for any goalie, there's not a whole lot that you can do.
To the middle, Heinz, his shot deflected up into the netting. Not the netting he wanted, it's the protective netting on top of the glass, protecting a sellout crowd at the Arrington Ice Arena. It's just really pick your poison right with the forward lines, is who's going to have a night. Heinz normally has a night, and Potosha finds a tally late first period. Summers out there for the Bulldogs. Summers has it. Nice move at the dot. His shot fought off by Musatelli. Now it's Heinz, his attempt wide. Final 3 of the period, and the Spartans go into the locker room down by a pair. A goal by Zach Heinz on the power play, and a 2-on-1 goal by Ryan Potosha give the Bulldogs a 2-goal lead heading into the second period. Initial thoughts on the first?
You know what? That was a strong first frame on both sides of the benches. Aurora's just looking to stay in it and defend here, but they need to do a little bit better of a job at setting up in the offensive zone and creating chances, just because the Bulldogs lead by 2 as we skate into the first intermission. And the Bulldogs, I think they just need to keep digging away. They've got a couple of good saves from Deshaun Stewart, which I'm sure they'll give him some stick taps for in the locker room. And the only other adjustment that I can really think of is there was a couple of times where they couldn't get the puck to stick to their blades as much on their passing. So maybe just clean up their simple plays a little bit and try and find the back of the net a couple more times.
Yeah, let's look quickly at what the two teams are doing well. First for the Spartans. What are they doing well so far through 20?
Well, I think in that first 10-minute frame, they were doing a very, very good job defending. You saw when the pucks got picked up at the top of the points and the Bulldogs tried to cycle towards the outside, there was always a man who was pressuring the puck handler, and that forced the Bulldogs not to be able to make the plays that they're used to. They had a couple of good shots. They just need to find the rebound and maybe get a good goal, whether it's in front of the net or off a deflection or a screen. They just need to create traffic. And the Bulldogs' offense was excellent. You saw Riley Murphy draw 2 power plays as Bruiser's going to take to the ice for the Bruiser shootout.
He loves the ice.
He sure does.
He just rolls, fearless leader of the Bulldogs. And Herm, if you're Adrian, yeah, you're up 2-0, but what do you think this team's doing well?
You just got to keep continuing the pressure. You know that you're facing off a team that wants to beat you, and typically when the Bulldogs play anybody, they see the best side of every team, because we know how tight these games are and how much they mean not only in the standings but to the story of somebody's season. So everything really at this point I feel like is heightened, and you're going to see the best effort possible from Aurora. So shut it down in the D zone, get pucks in, find shots on net, and just sweep it home.
All right, first intermission at the Arrington Ice Arena. Bruiser 2 is in net, ready to do his thing at the intermission break. We will take a break as well. Second period action coming up next between the Bulldogs and Spartans. This is Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
and welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena here at Adrian College. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman with you. It's men's NCAA Division III ice hockey, the nation's second-ranked team in terms of the pairwise poll. The coaches poll, Adrian is at number 3, and they lead the Aurora University Spartans in the Harris Cup semifinal by a score of 2-0. Back here in the booth, Ian Wentz and Alex Herman with you all afternoon and evening long. First 20 minutes that Adrian controlled thanks to a power play goal by Zachary Heinz, and then a 2-on-1 goal by Ryan Patosha. We look at some of our numbers from the first period.
Yeah, shots in favor of the Bulldogs after 20. You see it on the screen. 14-6 is the shot total that we have so far. Jacob Musatelli making 12 of those 14 saves as the Bulldogs hold on to their 2-0 lead skating into the second period. I think they've been doing a great job. Face-off percentage also swayed in the favor of the Bulldogs, 62.1 to 37.9, and 1 for 2 on the power play. Couldn't get it going on the first try, but the second one was the opening goal in this one, and that's really what separates us so far, is a pair of goals, a couple of saves, and a lot more hockey left in this NCHA semifinal game.
Yeah, and you look at the grand scope of things. This is an Adrian College team that has really taken hold of this conference the last few years, obviously making the Frozen Four the last 2 seasons, playing for a national title, winning it in 2022, coming up just short last year. And if you look at the Spartans, they're a team trying to break through in the NCHA. They want to get that automatic bid. They want to put themselves on a map, the map. This has been a team that has received some votes in the polls. They've been ranked at various times during the last number of years. This is a program in the Spartans that believes they can play with a team like Adrian. They've lost 2 games to the Bulldogs by combined 2 goals.
Yeah, and you know what? This is a strong Aurora team. I don't think that their number 4 spot in the NCHA really speaks for their strength, because they've got a lot of options on the ice. They have a deep team, but there have been a couple of games where they just haven't quite been able to figure it out. And to have all 3 games of your season against the Bulldogs end in 1-goal contests, that shows you that you've got talent on the ice, you're well coached, you've got good strategy in the offensive zone and the defensive zone. These 2 squads, really, 2 of the best, I'd say, in Division III NCAA play.
And adding on to that, the Northern Collegiate Hockey Association, you look at Adrian. You have St. Norbert, a power in Division III. You have Shrine University, an up-and-coming team. Aurora wants to put themselves in that conversation. Let's see if the Bulldogs can keep doing what they're doing. They have a 2-goal lead as we are into the second period of play at the Arrington Ice Arena. Face-off controlled by the Spartans. That's Chase Schmidt, the freshman. And the Spartans take a long shot on Stewart, gloved it, and they're going to blow a whistle on this one.
I think there's going to be a penalty here. Musatelli was off to the box, or not to the box, to the bench, I should say.
That's quick.
9 seconds into the period, and it looks like it's going to be Matt Redding is skating to the box. I believe this is going to be a charge, potentially. Either that or a rough was the signal.
9 seconds in, the Spartans go to a power play. So a chance for the visitors to cut into this Bulldog lead. Adrian, a great defensive team all season. We'll see if that can keep going here. Down a man. Spartans on the draw. Backhanded toward the circle. It's taken by Adenier, and a backhand out by Riley Murphy. 9 seconds in, a penalty committed by Matt Redding.
Spartans 0 for 2 in the first period on the power play. We'll see if they can adjust their strategy to get a different result.
Ben Loretto on it for the Dogs, and he will clear it. 30 seconds into the Spartan man advantage. 2-0 Adrian here at the Arrington. Game 1 of 2 today. Both NCAA teams in action, and the Spartans have iced it as Iowa Denier beats the Spartan down to the puck. And we'll go back down to the other end. 13 shots to 6 in favor of Adrian. Power play for the Spartans that talked with Coach Krug. Hovering right around that 20% mark. That's average, you know, when you look around the league and what coaches want to see from their squad. Bulldogs out here killing off a penalty, and we have a false start on the face-off.
Seen a couple of those here. People just getting a jump on the draw.
Anxious Swade wins it, and a shot high by Amsbaugh. Dogs go back to defend. Aurora University through. They're still on the power play. A long shot wide of Stewart. Right to left here. Go the Spartans. Puck to the point. Shot right on Stewart. Off the stick of Giuliano Santalucia, the sophomore from British Columbia. Stewart saw that all the way. As we see Dershawn Stewart.
There he is on screen. He's had one heck of a season so far for the Bulldogs, and there have been a couple of games that have stayed close due to his goaltending. He's played 24 games this year, 1.83 GAA, and his .934 save percentage. That is not something that is very easy to do.
Draw in the Bulldog defensive zone. 1 minute left on this Spartan power play. They win the draw. Far side into the corner, working it free, waiting to get a backhander attempt. I'm not sure if Stewart caught a piece of the shot by Derek Buds, but nonetheless, it stays out. 45 seconds left on the power play for the Spartans. Redding in the box, pass to the slot, read by the Bulldogs, but it's back to the point. Turning with it is Tyler Pang. Down low, Stewart never got a shot on him. Now it's Pang once again. Here's another shot that went deflected wide. Some traffic in front of the Bulldog goal. 20 seconds left on this power play. 18-9 left in the period. That shot went wide by Pang, and he'll go to the bench for a change.
I think the thought process behind some of the Spartan shots are correct, which is to take it from the point and flash screen in front of Stewart. They haven't been able to get it on crease.
Redding ready to come out, and the Bulldogs have killed off the penalty. Here's a shot deflected off the stick of Ben Loretto into the netting behind Dershawn Stewart. So an early penalty on Adrian. They're able to kill that off. That was a great chance for the Spartans to get back in this game, and they just couldn't do it.
PK unit for the Bulldogs standing strong there, sitting at 86.4% on the year. And I like the way that the Spartans are trending, but couldn't convert on any of their times.
Bulldogs skating left to right in the second period, up 2-0. 2 first period goals, Zach Hines and Ryan Patosha. Spartans in the Bulldog zone, taken away by Matt Redding. Speed is Zach Hines. Co-conference player of the year gets bumped off the puck, and Redding gives chase, and we have a penalty upcoming.
I think this is against the Spartans. Yeah, it
It's a
is.
hold.
Holding against Jake Code. One penalty ending, another one starting.
Yeah, that was way behind the play. That was back in the Adrian zone, I think. I think it was tangled up with Ben Loretto.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch it either because we had our attention focused to our right. This is another good chance for the Bulldogs. 1 for 2 so far on the power play. See what happens on their third.
The goal scorer on the power play, Zach Heinz, is out there. Face off to the Adrian College right off or left offensive side. Out there with Jake Swade is Bradley Summers. Swade on the puck to the point for Shields. Now it's back for Brad Summers. Jaden Shields up along the wall. Brad Summers at the point. Now it's Shields. They play catch Summers. Now it's Redding at the point. Heinz in the right side dot. He loves that spot. Back to Summers. Brad shoots off a body in front. Heinz back on it for Adrian. He floats to the middle. Opens his hips, now drives. His pass back for Summers. He fanned on it. And the play goes up and out of play. I should say the play ends up out of play. 1:29 left on the Adrian power play.
I really like the defensive formation from the Spartan. Stacked 4 guys in a box in the center. Because more often than not, the Bulldogs are looking for those one-timers, and when you have more personnel in the center lanes, you really can't feed pucks over to the wide sides. They've been able to do a good job at stopping them.
16:54 in this period. Swade off the draw for AC. Out there with Matt Redding, the conference's leading point getter. One-timer by Shields. He sent it wide to the right. Redding, now it's Swade behind the cage. Heinz had it go through him, now to Shields. Now it's Summers. That's Jaden Shields at the point. Heinz, bumper to the middle for Redding. And it go off his stick. Summers around the boards. Halfway through the Adrian College power play. Redding to Shields. Jaden shoots, looking for a stick. He found a Spartan stick instead. Puck still not out. Swade behind the goal. Swade off the boards hard to the left side for Summers. Down below for Swade. Now it's Summers. He'll reverse. Go to the top of things for Shields. Now it's Summers. Brad cross ice. Heinz, one-timer. It goes just wide. Not sure what it hit. Summers grabs the rebound. 35 seconds left on the Adrian power play. Heinz, cross ice feed, stolen by the Spartans. Herm, what did that hit on the way through?
Yeah, I think Heinz had a lot of real estate to work with the empty net chance, and he just forced it to go a little bit too far to the left. I think that might have caught the inside of the pad of the netminder and just bounced around the wrong way.
Long feed pass stolen by Aurora. Final 12 of this power play. Now it's to the center ice area. Patosha with speed. Patosha has one tonight. That shot blocked by a Spartan leg. And Aurora is about to go back to full strength here as Adrian works with it in the attacking zone. May backhander off the skate of Patosha, floating into the crease. And the Spartans on it first. They play it around, hit the referee who's down below the play. And that hit the linesman, and he's down in front of the Bulldog bench.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt. He seems like he's all right, but never easy as an official when you soak a puck like that. Gotta be careful when you're on the frozen ice surface.
The referee gets hit with the puck below the goal, and then on the clear out, the linesman gets bumped by the puck. 15-15 here in the second period. It's a 2-0 Adrian lead. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Laura Witkowski and Nate Linder making sure everything runs smoothly here this afternoon. Conference semifinal men's hockey contest at the Arrington Ice Arena. Battle in front of the penalty boxes now at the scorer's table. And the Spartans are on it first. It's a backhand in by Hassan Eckel. Gerstein pokes it to the center. Julian Jacob out there with Levasek. Alec Levasek along the boards. He had his possession gone. And Aurora sends it down. Spartans make a partial change. Adrian on the puck. It's Jacob. Plays it to Levasek. Alec plays it to space, and that's where Camp Babiak is. Announced he'll be back for a 5th year. Made that announcement on Senior Day. Babiak avoids a hit at the blue line. Avoids a big hit, and he's down.
Man, he's in some pain. I don't know what he got hit with, but
It might be knee-to-knee situation. Jim McNair out quickly to look at the Bulldog defenseman. Babiak down just inside the Bulldog attacking zone. Will step aside. It's Adrian College 2, Aurora University nothing. This is Bulldog hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena. Cam Babiak, the Bulldog defenseman, helped off the ice. Appeared to be a knee-on-knee collision. Patosha on the shot for Adrian from distance. And the Spartan goalie will cover that up. We'll have a face-off of 14-11 left in this period.
yeah, that's certainly not a comfortable position to be in for Cam Babiak as he got that knee-to-knee hit. Gonna get some medical attention off the ice. Certainly hope that he's okay.
Face off in the Spartan zone to the right of Musatelli. Here's a shot right on and a save off the stick of John Telgen. Puck to center where it's Austin Klein. He has an assist on the Patosha goal. Klein off the boards for Troon. Played there and a bit of a collision. No arm is up. As Musatelli got bumped into. Now the Spartans have a brief 2-on-1, but they're offside.
I don't think the hit on Musatelli was intentional. It looked like Klein behind the play sort of lost his edge as he was going to stop. Didn't realize how close he was getting towards the opposing netminder.
Zach Heinz, Ryan Patosha with the 2 Adrian goals from the first period. No scoring here in the second. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Harris Cup semifinal action at the Arlington Ice Arena. Summers and Schmidt on the draw. Schmidt wins it. Played back to Jackson Kirk. His shot gloved by Stewart. All right, my goalie broadcast partner. What's the thought? I mean, that's a shot from not really a scoring area. Why do you hold on to that puck?
Well, you have players driving the net, so you certainly don't want to let it go back down onto the ice if somebody's not there to support you, but easier to get a freeze a lot of the time when you're in the defensive zone than to keep the play going.
Into the mind of a goalkeeper here this afternoon. 13.5 to play in the second. It's Matthew Redding for the Bulldogs. Touch pass to Iowa Denier. That hit the referee down low, but it's Brad Summers who took a hit. He's down but quickly back up. Big hit there on Iowa Denier. Goes free for Zach Hines. Hines 2-on-2. Spartans strong on the puck momentarily, but it's Zach Hines away with it for AC as Brad Summers takes it up ice off the skate of Redding. Hines is onside. Hines looking to the middle and hit off Redding's stick. And now they'll play back to the point. Iowa Denier. His shot wide to the right. Into the corner. Down to the middle off the stick of Hines. Hines goes to the bench. Spartans could have a 4-on-3. And the puck is played to the corner. This is Santa Lucia. Had it stolen. Amsbaugh with speed and space up the left side. He has Riley Murphy. Amsbaugh takes it into the right side corner. Down there for Summers. And Murphy. Riley is on it. He gets hit up high and he gets driven into the boards. Helmet nearly got dislodged. And Herm, this will be the third penalty drawn by Riley Murphy in this game. It's just an effort play.
Yeah, he's a magnet for drawing calls at this point. It's incredible. I'm almost a little bit disappointed that this penalty for him wasn't on another right wing drive.
Right.
But nonetheless, that's going to help the Bulldogs out here. They're going to head back to the power play again. It's going to be Lucas Sedlicek who's going to go to the box.
As your mother would say, go to the box and think about what you've done. We've had quite a few penalties as we approach the halfway point of the second period. Adrian does have a power play goal. It was by Zach Hines. He's on the ice on the right side wing. Clean win by Summers. Back for Swade. Now it's Redding. Hines. Summers. Down for Hines below the goal line. Now he floats up. Pass to the middle for Shields. They trade spaces. Jaden shoots off a leg and out of play. Good deflection out there by Alex Schwab, the senior from Illinois.
Look at the jawing match going back between Shields and Alex Schwab. Soak that one in the knee and letting Shields know. Should fuel the fire for number 20.
Co-player of the year in the conference, Shields out there with his Zach Hines on this Bulldog power play. Summers stays out there, just some barking from the Bulldog bench, as you would expect a bark from the Bulldog bench. Summers wins it cleanly. Redding is on it. Now it's Hines. There's a broken stick. Spartans with 3 sticks and 4 players. Could be a great chance here for Adrian. Redding, a backhand feed for Summers. The Spartans trapped in the zone, and it goes off Shields. He's got to go to center. This will give the Spartans an opportunity to get a 4th stick on the ice. But now it's a 4-on-2 for Adrian. Hines to the middle. Deflected wide by Swade. Hines in the right side corner board. Behind the goal now for Jake Swade. He plays it off the boards on the left side for Summers. Summers going down for Swade. Bulldogs on the power play for another 65 seconds, and now for kill. This clear by Aurora. 11.5 to go in our second period. 2-0 Adrian. Stretch pass up ice to Jake Swade. Swade waits. Floats it across. Blocked by Spartan, and a chance by Shields, and another chance by Patosha. Is saved, and Murphy causing trouble out in front. Boy, this power play's had some chances here for him the last minute 11.
Yeah, that's one that Shields is definitely going to want back because that puck was put on a tee for him right in the center slot, and he just completely fanned on it, which you don't see him do quite often. Normally he's able to get those shots ripped on net. But 49 more seconds of power play time. Hopefully the Bulldogs can turn it around.
It's been a parade to the penalty box, really, for both these teams. The Spartans, a couple more penalties in this game. Just one power play goal between both squads, and Aurora wins the draw. And holding on to it, now firing it down is Broda. And Dershawn Stewart will get things going. 38 seconds on the power play. Julian Jacob on the bench stretch pass to Riley Murphy. Back for Patosha. Ryan left it there, Murphy, but it's read by Broda. Murphy takes him into the boards. Bulldogs on the man advantage for 25 seconds. Amsbaugh can't get to it. Now the Spartans with a one-on-one. Jacob back to defend it. He does just that. He takes a big hit. Murphy with 12 on the power play. Just over the stick of Patosha, and the Spartans will kill off this Adrian College power play. Had some great chances in those 2 minutes. Jacob had it just come off his stick, and now the Spartans can really slow things down. Matt Kudo intercepts. Now he has to take off his stick. 2-on-1 for the Spartans. Waiting, shooting, Stewart save, and the rebound will not go in. As that is Chase Schmidt with that opportunity. That's the best chance I think the Spartans have had in the second period. Now they shoot it down, no icing as Klein is there for Adrian. Gets bumped into the boards by Sedlasek. To the point now, blocked off the stick of John Calgin. Calgin waiting for the stretch pass, and instead Levasek goes off the boards. Levasek with the intercept. Backhand, down low. Calgin looking for Gerstein. And he gets taken down to the ice. And so does Levasek. A physical Harris Cup semifinal here at the Arrington. 9.5 to go in the second period. 2-0 Adrian. Ian Wentz and Alex Furman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Kudo on his horse for Adrian. He gets bumped into the board, but it's got Calgin there for Adrian. Calgin off the glass, but not out. Spartans on a bit of a forecheck here. Chasing 2 here, halfway through this game. Centering attempt goes high, and a rolling puck goes to Calgin, who gets it out to center. Tyler Payne, the all-conference player. We're in number 8 in blue this afternoon. Bulldog turnover. It's a low shot, deflected, and the rebound is off an Adrian College player. Not sure if it was Kudo or Gerstein, but they'll both start the breakout for Adrian. They need to make a change, and they do partially. Gerstein below the boards. Off the stick of Redding. Redding with Gerstein. Now it's Redding along the half wall. Redding keeps it at the blue line. Matthew Redding waiting, shooting, save, and the rebound is in the blue painted area, and it goes out just wide. Now it's free for Hines. Bulldogs setting up something here. It's Ben Loretto. Down for Brad Summers. Summers puts on the brakes. Now it's Io Denier. Io's shot nearly went in. A little bit of a mishandle there by Musatelli, and the Bulldogs will have to skate back down as there is an icing on this play with 8:05 to go in the second.
Yeah, I don't think Io really released the shot as hard as he was intending to. And Musatelli got it with the stick, but a little bit of a misplay almost cost him. Popped it off the blade and jumped over his blocker, but luckily he cleared it out of harm's way. Bulldogs knocking on the door, trying to find their third.
Yes, really the ice has been slanted toward the Spartan goal most of this afternoon. We have more arms up and finger pointing as we finally get the face off. One-timer by Murphy on the feed by Swade. What a stop in front. Murphy on the backhand. Swade from the far side wall has it taken away. This is Tyler Pang. Oh, and a big-time hit there on Jack Rudden. Now it's Riley Murphy on it for the Bulldogs in its own zone off the Spartan bench. And we'll see what comes of this at 7:39 left in the period.
You know what? A couple short moments ago, that save from Musatelli on the cross-crease try was really, really good, and one that we should remember for the rest of this contest. Completely read the play as the puck was fed over. Shut the door with the 5-hole.
Nice. Everything was good. The pass across, the shot, and the save. And some more trouble on the faceoff. Is it the centers who are having problems, Herm, or is it the wingers?
I think it's the wingers, to be honest, because I don't see anybody jumping really at the dot. Everybody is hoping that the puck gets dropped a little bit quicker.
Bulldogs get that one. It's Julian Jacob plays it to the blue line, but not out. Missed it high and to the right. Oh, he had that corner available. Now the Spartans with a counter. It's a 2-on-2. Now everyone gets back into the Bulldog zone. Lanswell found himself all alone. And Shields goes off the wall for Murphy. And it's back in the Adrian zone for Julian Jacob. Jacob on the all-freshman team for the conference. Jacob finds Shields. Jaden up ice to Swade. Pops it up in the air. And falls on it first for Adrian, the freshman. He's 1-on-3, and the Spartans win that battle as Adrian was in the midst of a change. Playing this one is Sedlicek, and the Spartans are offside. This will give Kudo some time and space. And Kudo off the boards, looking for True. Now it's Patosha. It's a saucer pass off the stick of Calgin. Spartans may have a 2-on-1. A nice play by guess who? Cam Babiak. Welcome back. Long reach from the defenseman. He was evaluated for an injury as he's battling behind his own goal, and Babiak is on it for AC. Plays it back. Just the Spartan there. Chance in the crease, and a save made. Babiak, he lost an edge, it looks like. Oh, no, he's fine. Just being harassed all the way through. Babiak spinning. Cam will let it go, and a save by Musatelli. Stroon. Babiak, Identier calls it and gets it. Now it's Calgin through the traffic. It's Patosha now. Identier. He'll flutter one on, and the changeup is caught by Musatelli. 5:48 to go in a scoreless second period. Bulldogs had 2 in the first.
Better for Adinier to get a shot than nothing at all. And I like the idea to just put it on net. Quickly gobbled up by Musatelli, but the right idea was certainly there to try and bounce it off from the shoulder.
You just never know, right? When a stick might come flying through, help you out. And on the draw, it'll be played right there by Casey Gerstein. Gerstein off the wall, out to center. Iowa Dinier. Now it's May. Connor May shoots just wide. Now it's Connor May. May on the far side wall. On the backhand. May. Looking for an outlet. He goes to the point for Adinier. D to D for Ben Loretto. He gets bumped after he made the pass down low for Casey Gerstein. Gerstein 1-on-2. Now May joins the fun. Under 5 to go in the second period. Now it's free to Connor May. As Levisek, he fed it to the front all the way to the point. Now it's Loretto. Jacob to May. May. It's on the brakes. Poked away by the Spartans, and here goes number 24, Giovanni Procopio. That's all they can do is get it to center. They need to make a change. Dershawn Stewart there for Adrian in net. 24-10 our shots on goal. It's an opportunity for Matthew Redding to the middle for Summers. Not quite there. Redding now to Jacob. Julian puts a shot on, saved by Musatelli. Jack Hines harassed at the blue line, and the puck is out to center. Shields, his stretch pass goes to the Spartan defender, Blake Conder. Zach Hines up along the penalty box wall. Hines for Redding. Matthew right in, waits, shoots, blocked in front, rebound, shot by Hines, and it's up in the air. Now it's in the catching glove of Musatelli. Chaos in front of the Spartan goal. And the 6'4" goalie does just that and stands 6'4" tall.
Man, these Spartans have done such a great job at blocking shots in front of the net, whether they're from the point or from closer on top of the crease. But they certainly lead the category. And that's what's really kept this one close, I'd like to think. Musatelli also with some great saves, but it makes it difficult when there's somebody right on top of your shooting lane.
Absolutely. This is Hines on the Adrian College face off. Knights plays it to an area. That's where Matthew Redding occupies. Started in by Pang, now to the point for Shields. Shields shoots, blocked. Now it gets played over to Heights. Julian Jacob. Jacob shoots, Misatelli blocked it and put it right back down to the ice. Jacob has to retreat into the neutral zone. He has his pocket pick to go to Spartans to break 2-on-1. And a deflected play by Jaden Shields. What a job he did on Jackson Kirk. If you're in a 2-on-1 situation, the one you want, more often than not, is Jaden Shields.
Certainly, and that was a great back check.
And this shot will be gloved by Stewart with 3:04 to play in the second period. Currently, we've had no goals, but plenty of chances really on both sides.
Yeah, both these teams really are shooting well and they're generating scoring chances. I think the goaltenders, as well as the shot blocking for the Spartans, have been the difference maker in this one, as it's still a 2-0 game with 3:04 left to go in the second.
Shots on goal, 25-11 unofficially for the Bulldogs. The 2 goals by Zach Hines and Ryan Petosha back in the first period. Face-off controlled by Klein, who has the assist on the Petosha goal. His stretch pass, not quite there, but it's Amsbaugh picking up the mess. Tried for Murphy, and Adrian has iced the puck. As Tyler Pang is there first, the senior. The all-conference Tyler Pang from Aurora University. He is the lone Spartan on the all-conference team. Chase Broda on the all-freshman team. Bulldogs #1 seed in the conference tournament. Aurora #4. The other conference semifinal going on in Wisconsin is St. Norbert and Trine. Winner of that contest will play the winner of this game here. Here's a long shot, wide of Stewart. Flown in there by Santa Lucia. Now there's another chance, and Stewart saw that one somehow. And a little bit of do-si-do in front of the Bulldog goalie.
Good for Babyak to get traffic out in front of his netminder, and Jake Code was hounding the top of the crease there. I don't think Stewart was fully expecting that shot, but outstretched the glove and got it right in the back of the webbing.
2:37 to go in the second period. 2-0 Bulldogs. Ian Wentz and Alex Herman right here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Whoever you may be watching or listening, we appreciate your support of Adrian College Athletics and for putting up with us for a few hours today. Women's team to take on Lake Forest College this evening at 7 o'clock. Face off to the right of Dershawn Stewart, taken by Aurora. This is Pang at the point. His shot went wide. And now it's Loretto for the Bulldogs. Up ice to Alec Lovasek. Lovasek with Gerstein. Played it around. Puck into the left side corner boards. Kicked out by Aurora. And now this is Fudge, who had it for a moment. To the point for Loretto. The freshman shoots, blocked in front by Pang. Up ice go the Spartans. Off the wall goes Sedlicek. Across ice, couldn't find him. And now back and forth we go with Gerstein for Adrian. Drop pass to Connor May. 3-on-2 developing. May leaves it off. Levasek shoots. Kick save. And what a doozy that was by Musatelli. Levasek tried to go low. And even for being 6'4", he got down there and made the stop.
Yeah, I think he might have caught that with just the top part of his paddle on his blocker side. I like the idea with the shot to try and throw it low because you had people in front looking to catch a bounce there. And it was interesting to me too. Normally you see Iowa Dinier on the blue line, but was net front to try and make a drive there off the rebound. Under 2 minutes to play here in the second period. 2-0 Dogs.
Yep. Final 2 of this period. Puck free to the middle, taken by Aurora. Now it's out to center. Troon harassing. Puck worked free to Jaden Shields, who floats it up, and Troon not sure exactly where the puck is, but he is offside. And the Spartans with an opportunity here. A big hit by Jacob. Separates player from puck, and Jackson Kirk, the recipient of that hit. John Collington saucers it right at the penalty box, and Petosha, or Troon again, just offside. There is Petosha skating in onside. Spartans with it. Bulldogs by 2 here in the second period. Shields off the wall for Troon. Petosha got taken off the puck. There's a loose stick, but the Spartans with a shot. Oh, just wide of Stewart on the attempt by Matt Weber. 1 minute left in the second period. Bulldogs by 2. And where's the puck? Yeah, the puck followed the player into the bench.
Yeah, that was Lucas Sedlicek, who was
looking
getting
for
off.
it.
He's getting off the ice, and it kicked off of his shin pad and into the bench area as the door was open. Don't see that quite often.
61 seconds remain before the second intermission. No scoring in this last 20 minutes. I should say 19 minutes. And we have trouble on the face-off, and the linesman points at himself. He says, "That's on me." Summers says, "I know, but I won the face-off. It is on you."
Gotta let the boys play.
All right, he won the second one. Puck don't lie as this long shot in by Kudo will get directed into the boards. Some big hits along the near side. The Spartans away with it. At their own blue line out to center off the stick of Klein, and Matt Kudo there for AC, and took a weird carom off the wall. Aurora with it. 40 seconds left in this period. It's a 2-0 Bulldog lead. Long shot blocked by Klein in front. Austin setting. Zach Hines free. Here goes Hines. In on goal. Backhander. Couldn't get all of it. Klein is on the rebound. Below for Redding. Cross ice to Kudo. 22 seconds left. Summers. Hines. Winds. Fires and scores! A goal for Adrian College. Zachary Hines has 2.
Zach Hines, red hot in the NCHA playoffs. That's his 12th point in the last 3 games. And check out this rip from the center slot. Beats Musatelli on the glove. 3-0, 17.3 to go, and that's his second of the afternoon. Zach Hines, man, what a performance he's putting on here in the postseason.
A senior from Wyoming, Michigan. That's his 47th career goal with 17 seconds to go in the period. The faceoff won by Swade, played by Amsbaugh deep into the Aurora University zone. Pang is on it there. Touch play stolen by Ian, but he had it taken off his stick, and the freshman back to defend. Up in the air, Amsbaugh's on it. The final second expires as we had a goal in the final minute of that second period. Bulldogs up 3-0 after 40 minutes of play over the Aurora University Spartans. Before we head to intermission, a little more back and forth in that period, Herm, between these two squads.
Yeah, I feel like the Bulldogs had to play more of a defensive game in that 20-minute frame, and the score really speaks for itself. We only saw 1 goal in that period, and it was a late one from Hines. But the Spartans still not going away for sure. They're fighting hard to stay in this one, but it's getting a little bit more difficult for them.
With that, we're going to send it to the intermission. After 40, it's Adrian 3, Aurora nothing. This is NCHA playoff hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
are so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Arrington Ice Arena here at Adrian College. It's the Northern Collegiate Hockey Association men's semifinal game between the top-seeded Adrian College Bulldogs and the fourth-seeded Aurora University Spartans. We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Yours truly, Ian Wendt, Alex Herman alongside. Our engineers for this afternoon are Laura Witkowski and Nate Linder. And again, thank you for tuning in, however you may be listening or watching this broadcast here this afternoon. It's a 3-0 Bulldog lead. No scoring, Herman, that second period until Zachary Heinz decided to score second of the game in the final minute of the second period.
Sure did, and he's been playing absolutely out of his mind lately. 2 goals in this one, and we mentioned last weekend when they were playing Concordia University of Wisconsin, 10 points, 5 in each of those games. Now he's at 12 in the last 3. He's been super stellar as we now see the stats for 40 minutes. Shots 29-12 in favor of the Bulldogs. Deshaun Stewart making all 12 of those saves. 3 going in, so Jacob Musatelli makes 26. Bulldogs still dominate at the dot at 61.1% to 38. They're 1 for 4 on the power play, so not exactly the number they were looking for, but 1 on that chance is always good. And block shots, I think, really has made this game a lot closer than it could have been. The Spartans have blocked 12 versus the Bulldogs 5. They step up to make the plays when they need to, and they've soaked quite a lot of rubber here in this one as both teams getting ready and set to head back to the ice for the third period.
Right, and you look at the 4 power play chances for Adrian, the 2 for Aurora. That would mean it's a physical hockey game. We've had a couple of roughing calls, some interference calls, holdings and hookings and things like that. And look, if you're Aurora, those block shots, they're keeping you in this game.
Sure are, and that just goes to show you it's playoffs. Anything goes here, and you're going to do whatever you have to do to help your team get closer to a W. And you have to tip your hats off to the Aurora defenders who've really laid it all on the line to block as many shots as possible.
Yeah, the thing is they need 3 goals in 20 minutes or their season is over. Of course, the winner of the Harris Cup earns the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. There are only 3 at-large bids in the entire country. Aurora's resume is not there to get an at-large bid. They need a win, and a win next week to get in the postseason. Bulldogs look to end Aurora's season in the next 20 minutes. We are underway from the Arrington Ice Arena, and it's Aurora over the Bulldog blue line quickly. It's stolen away by Heinz, and it's played with a hand pass. Opening 8 seconds, we have a whistle. Herm, the last period, 9 seconds in, we had a penalty, so we'll trade a hand pass for a penalty.
Yeah, I'm certainly happy we didn't see another call here because that would not have been a good way to start the third period, but 2 times in a row.
Summers wins the draw for Shields. Now it's Julian Jacob. Up to the point, stolen by the Spartans. A high shot by Stewart, and he finds his water bottle for a little refreshment, and we'll see a face-off here. The Bulldogs' resume, look, they're number 2 in the pairwise ranking. Coach Krug has talked about a cushion. They're 3 in the coaches, 2 in the pairwise. They made a jump from last weekend just by a scooch, but Coach Krug talked about a cushion. Should you need that cushion, should you not win the Harris Cup, you kind of like your chances better to the NCAAs.
Sure do, and the Bulldogs always at the top of the mountain, or at least as close as they can get for the past 2 seasons. I like their chances.
Here's a chance for the Spartans.
Not that kind of chance.
Right.
Spoke too soon.
Right in on Stewart. Chase Schmidt, the freshman from out in Lloydminster, Alberta. If anyone out there is tuning in here this afternoon, thank you for doing so. On the Adrian College Sports Network, Ian Wendt, Alex Herman. 30 seconds in, it's been active in the Adrian College zone. Deshaun Stewart now with 13 saves. Jake Swadeline out there for Coach Krug. And it's going to be a tie-up at the dot. Works free to Riley Murphy. Murphy off the wall. Blocked there by an Aurora defender, but it's Jake Swade getting in the way. Back and forth we go now at neutral ice. Swade on the backhand with speed through the blue line, now the red line. Swade into the Aurora zone. Swade with a pass across. It's in the crease, but the Bulldogs can't bury it. Loretto all the way around the boards to the right side corner for Swade. It's Adenier. His shot influenced on the way through. Will not go on goal. Aurora into the middle. Floats it to the red line. Now it's Jake Swade. He can play it on the backhand for Io Adenier. Spartans want to make a change. Amsbaugh gets the pass from Io. Amsbaugh trying to get through a couple of Spartans. He's down to a knee, off the stick of Murphy, and right in on Musatelli, and he will cover it up.
I really like that play before from Jake Swade. He's one of the sneakiest quick players on this Bulldog squad. He can seriously turn on the Jets when he gets things going, and got really close for a small breakaway on his last rush.
Really gets shadowed by the plethora of talent on the ice here this afternoon.
Talked about it a little bit last year, but he's one of those players I'd like to think you put him in the argument maybe in his upperclassman years, possibly for getting a letter. He's such a great leader, and he's a super dynamic player.
Bouncing puck taken by Klein, who has an assist on the game this afternoon. Sellout crowd at the Arrington, cheering on their Bulldogs this afternoon. Trip to the Harris Cup final is on the line. Austin Klein right in front of Stewart, turns with it, plays it to the middle, finds Connor May. Out there with Levasak and Gerstein. Connor May over the line, tried to feed it all the way through for Klein. It's intercepted by Aurora, and the Spartans can play it to center. Batted by a high stick by Casey Gerstein, and will stop things with 18:03 in the period. Herm, we've talked about Jacob Musatelli quite a bit, the Aurora goalie this afternoon. When you get a transfer in from an NCAA Division I program, that can give you guys a little bit of a boost. Adrian has seen that in their history as well.
Sure, and the Bulldogs have their fair share of D1 guys, but for me, Musatelli really moves like a lot of the netminders that we see in Division I, and that's why he's so strong. He's making the saves that he should make, and the hard ones, unfortunately for him, have not gone in his favor, but we talked about it a lot when I saw him down in Toledo. He's such a talented netminder. His edge work is pristine. His tracking is great. He pushes pucks towards the corner, and it shows you why he was at the NCAA D1 level at one point.
3-0 Bulldogs. Far side corner boards. Ben Loretto, the freshman defender, off the wall. Now it's back in. He's out there fighting for position. Puck in the low slot. Stolen away by Troon. Troon tries to go to Calchin, and this icing is waved off as the Spartans are on it. Not enough momentum for the call. On it is Eckel. Eckel to the middle. This is Brockman. Brockman into the corner. Blocked pass by Adenier. Io taken into the boards. 2-on-2 below the goal line. It's Ben Loretto free for AC. Freshman playing valuable minutes here in the postseason. Played a lot during the regular season as well, as this is the senior captain Calchin. There's a spinning puck, just takes a whack at it. And it goes into the Spartan zone for just a moment. Aurora over the Bulldog blue line. Now it's a turnover. Adrian out there. Heinz. He'll be back to defend. Spartans chasing 3 goals here at the Arrington. Bulldogs trying to clamp down and go to the Harris Cup final. It will be either Trine or St. Norbert on the other side of it. Pass to the crease, got through everything. Now to the blue line. This is Blake Condor. Now it's to Loretto. 4-4. Now Loretto goes to the bench. Zach Heinz on the forecheck. Spartans make a change. Bulldogs with it. It's Jaden Shields off the far boards to Summers. Centering pass. Here's Heinz. Heinz, one-on-one, throws it in on goal, but it's a cover up there by Musatelli. Heinz not necessarily going for his third goal, looking more for a pass on that play.
Yeah.
Pass off the goalie, I should say.
I'd agree with you. I'd like to think that that shot was trying to catch the pad to try and kick it out in front for a net front drive, but didn't work out. And it looked like it caught Musatelli off guard, too, because it seemed like he was anticipating to have to slide over, but had to shift back into place.
Draw controlled by AC. It's Zach Heinz. Down for Redding. Redding shoots short side. Save made. Shields at the point. Flutters it into the right side corner. On it there is Pang for Aurora. off the wall in front of their bench. Julian Jacob there for AC. You almost see a younger version of Jaden Shields and Jacob Swade. He's going to be out here defending this one-on-one. Jacob sends the puck to the boards. Spartan lost a stick. It goes flying in the air on the side of the Bulldog goal. Now it squirts free for Riley Murphy. Murphy over to Amsbaugh. 3-on-3. Amsbaugh waiting. Cross ice, bouncing in the slot. Spartans take it and throw it to center where it's Matt Kudo for the Dogs. Swade sends a backhander. Low percentage look, but threw it on goal. And with 15:26 to go in this period, it's still a Bulldog lead of 3-0.
You know, you have the feeling that the past couple of minutes really dragging by. We've only seen 4.5 go, but it feels like a lot more than that.
Face off to the right on the offense for the Bulldogs. Puck to the wall. Swade on it, harassing the Spartans. Bounces free to Murphy. Riley Murphy goes around the right side of the cage. He gets bumped off the puck. And now it's Swade. Swade back down below the boards for Murphy. Boy, good work by Riley Murphy. He's not being rewarded with points, but he's put a good effort in today. This is Casey Gerstein. Excuse me, that's Babyak, 28. Babyak, he looks fine after taking a hit earlier. Pass across, Amsbaugh to the middle for Murphy. Here's Swade on a rebound shot. Swade was ready to celebrate the Bulldog fourth goal, but a save by the Spartan keeper.
That's a great save from Musatelli to grab that puck out of midair. Slid cross crease, using his 6'4" frame to get on angle, and a quick reaction keeps this one at a 3-0 game.
Face off to the offensive right side. Keep the same line out there. Slavasek, Gerstein, and May joins the fun. Spartans control the draw. Just about 6 minutes into this one. Spartans with a 3-on-3. Shot blocked. Couldn't get on Stewart. Casey on it for AC. Now it's Shields. Avoided a hit. Shields off the wall. Now it's Casey Gerstein. Or the big bodied Casey Gerstein. High clear attempt by AC. Goes back all the way into the Spartan third. Connor May harassing the Aurora defender. That's 77, Jackson Hay. Gerstein gets bumped off the puck, but it's Alec Lovasek for AC. Around for Casey Gerstein. Spinning, shooting, short side. It goes out of play. We'll have a face-off. 3-0 Bulldogs.
Like that shot selection. And a good save off the shoulder from Musatelli.
Bulldogs around the Spartan goal. It's Connor May working for it. Spartans need answers. Bulldogs trying to clamp down on this 3-0 lead. Here goes Aurora. Jake Code up the right side. All the way around, this is Tyler Pang. Pang at the point. Pang on the backhand. Taken there by Shields. Shields up high. Lead attempt for Connor May. It's high over his stick. Now the Spartans go back and forth. Their shot down will be an icing as Shields is back to touch it up.
Good back and forth the past couple of minutes as there we get a shot of the Spartan netminder. And Giuliano Santalucia, and Jacob Musatelli misread my names there, one ahead of the line. Face-off on the near side, offensive zone for the Bulldogs.
2 for Zach Hides, 1 for Ryan Patosha. Here's Kaljan, one-on-one, just off the fingertips of the Spartan goal. Troon in the far side corner. Out there with Kaljan and Patosha. Ryan with the second goal this afternoon. He's on it, now it's Troon. Theo Troon couldn't hold it. Now it's a puck at the blue line. Patosha onside to Kaljan. Kaljan 1-on-3, taking off possession here with Just under 13 to go in this contest. Pang with Calgin. It's Tyler Pang for Aurora. Into his own zone, a couple 100 feet away from the Bulldog goal. Went out to center, and that's it. Matt Kudo is on it. Kudo saucers one near side corner. Taken by Aurora around the goal. 3-0 AC. Turnover in front. Troon nearly had it. As Troon took a hit up high. Bulldogs wanted a penalty. They don't get it. Play continues down to our right. It's Redding, and now it's Kudo. Matt spins with it to Austin Klein. Klein going to the middle for Heinz. That's typically a good move. Here's Zach Heinz. Well, he's triple teamed there by Aurora, and they cannot clear the zone. It's Summers trying to throw it on goal. Heinz was there, and the puck makes its way into the Spartan bench as they are coached up by Jason Bloomingberg. He's been there for a handful of seasons, trying to build this program into a Harris Cup contender, and I would say if you make the semifinals, you are considered a contender, and last year, making the final. That game was right here at the Arrington Ice Arena where the Bulldogs took control of that contest.
Yeah, you have to imagine, too, that the Spartans want to exact their revenge in this game, especially after what happened last year, losing in the final game of the NCHA playoffs.
As Iowa Denier finds Redding. Now it's Loretto. It's a tough pass to handle, especially for a defenseman. Behind the Spartan goal. Summers going to work. Now it's Redding. The conference's leading point getter, Matthew Redding, finds Heinz. Zach Heinz has 2 today. Feeds it to the middle. Redding shoots. Oh, how did the goalie see that one? As Redding tried to tuck it under the arm of Musatelli. How did he get that shot away?
Yeah, I'm not really
not
sure.
A lot of space.
That was a pretty good one-on-one battle in the slot. And all that Musatelli had to do was stay on target, hit him square in the numbers in the chest.
Bulldogs and Spartans, a trip to the Harris Cup final will be played next weekend. Saturday, 2 o'clock. If Adrian wins, that'll be right here. If the Spartans win, it will be at either St. Norbert or Trine. Murphy on the puck for Adrian. Murphy down low to Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh to the point for Shields. Shields walks it, deflected wide. Now it's Amsbaugh once more. Amsbaugh taken to the boards by 72 Chase Schmidt. Now it's a chance for Swade. Into Murphy. Couldn't get the pass connected. And we have a penalty coming up, I believe, as Amsbaugh's laying on the ice. Will they take both or just one? That's the question.
I don't know if there's a penalty being called.
Or if there's no penalty.
I'm surprised there is no penalty on the play because it was Ian Amsbaugh who was pretty clearly tied up either with a hook or a hold a couple of seconds earlier.
Okay.
But, yeah, surprised there's nothing going here. We'll stay 5-on-5 even strength.
Both coaches will look at that and say, there was a penalty on the other team. But here we go. Swade took a big hit from behind, but makes a play down into the corner. Amsbaugh still on the ice. Ian looking. Rotates. Now it's further into the corner. Now it's Swade up to the point. Babiak right down to Swade. It's Amsbaugh below the goal. Amsbaugh off the wall. Babiak had it go through his legs. Shields has to go back defend a 2-on-1. Aurora in and a save by Stewart. Spartans another chance for Jackson Kirk. Stewart hasn't had to make many saves, but most of them have been like that today.
Yeah, that was a confident and poised stop with the shoulder from Dershawn Stewart. And that's what we've seen from him all season.
Gerstein and May in the corner for AC, but now it's Aurora's Matt Weber. Well, Spartans just having all sorts of trouble in their own zone, and they smack it off the Jumbotron here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Ian Wendt and Alex Herman up here in the broadcast booth. Thanks for making us a part of your afternoon.
And we'll see this 2-on-1 develop here. Good shot lane, and Stewart staying on it. No hesitation as he gets the stop.
A typical 2-on-1, and we'll get to that hockey breakdown in a moment as Aurora wins the ensuing face-off and the biscuit gets to the Spartan blue line. And a 2-on-1 typically, Herm, the goalie, as our goalie Dershawn makes a cover up there, a 2-on-1, the goalie is taught to go with the guy with the puck, and then the defender has to take care of the second person. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely. And, speaking as a netminder myself, I always try and communicate as best as possible with my defensemen what I'm seeing, because as the goalie, you can see what your D-man can't. So if you can articulate to them what you want them to do, the play is going to come out a lot cleaner. I'd say it's a lot easier to defend just a straight shot or a deke from whoever's possessing the puck initially, rather than having to try and play a cross-crease pass for a one-timer, because that's a lot more difficult. And that time it was a shot that got taken. Stewart read it perfectly, got it with the shoulder. Textbook goaltending, textbook defense.
That's why I refer to my goalie broadcast partner for that. So Coach Krug is talking with the referee and a linesman. It's about line changes. He feels he didn't get a chance to match up with what Coach Blumenberg was doing on the other side. So he wanted to put the Calgin line on the ice. Instead, the May line stays out there with 9:46 left in the third. May wins the draw anyway. It's Loretto off the wall to Levasak. Alec plays it to center. Not enough for icing as Aurora is on it. That is Jackson Hay. Hay with May on him. Gerstein, the name that doesn't rhyme. It's Loretto, his shot into the crease. A spinning attempt by May. Can't quite find it. May's been on the doorstep for a couple chances here today. He's got the puck again. Here goes May through the center. Makes a move, shoots, and it's off a stick and out of play.
Good quick steps from Connor May. Might have had a little bit more time to get closer to the net for that shot, but at that point you're kind of just hoping to get it off the stick, and a little bit of a tangle up with Gerstein and Kyle Schroeder in front of the benches.
Yeah, I think it's about post-game dinner options.
Could be.
That's what I assume it is every time.
Could be study buddies, you never know. Finals or midterms week coming up pretty soon.
Oh,
here.
is it really?
Yep, next week.
Well, that's too bad for you. Here's a shot by Potosha and a Bulldog goal. He has two. Heinz has two. It's 4-0 AC.
All the talk about the academic studies surely is a contributing factor to this goal. But check out the quick play. Shot from the top of the circle. Potosha, glove side. Great shot. 2-2 for 4. 9:03 left to go in the third period.
I mean, it's just, as a coach, it's just figuring out what line is going to be hot that day or that afternoon, or what player is feeling it. And it is Potosha, and it is Heinz. Shot down into the Spartan end. Goalkeeper plays it. Musip Tally out to center. Spartans now down 4-0. Their season on the line. 8:43 to go. Bulldogs looking to end their conference foes season here at the Arrington. They're out defending now. Looking for time and space. It's out to center. It's a misplay as Calgin intercepts. So we had Troon on a breakout. Instead it hits his skates. And Theo goes into the corner. Bulldogs make a change. 38-15 are the shots on goal. Spartans over the blue line. Hackle. Oh, what a hit by Jacob. A shot wide of Stewart. Finds Summers. Brad behind the cage. His clear attempt is off a skate. Now it's Matthew Redding. 2 for Potosha, 2 for Heinz. First goal of the third period as this entering attempt is up and out of play with exactly 8 minutes to go in this game.
We talked about shots a couple of seconds ago. Aurora, 6 shots in the first period, 6 in the second, and only 3 so far here in the third.
This is, in many ways, Herm, a different Adrian College team than in the last couple of years. Where the last couple of years it was really offense and goaltending. This team made a concerted effort to be better defensively. And we're really seeing that here as they go from defense to offense. Shields to Hines. Hines has 2. Oh, and a save by Musatelli. As we have a Spartan with a broken stick. Hines nearly had his 3rd. Glove down by Jacob. Julian stolen away. 1-0. In on Stewart. He makes the save. Another chance out there for Jackson Kirk. This is paying his shot off of Jacob as Jaden Shields is down.
Yeah, he's slow to get up too. Look out here.
Oh, he's grimacing. It's an upper body for Shields as Adrian plays on here with Brad Summers. Summers cross ice for Heinz. Couldn't find his stick. Hopefully it's just a stinger for Shields as this soft attempt is in on Dershawn. He'll cover with 6:57 left.
Yeah, that's a player that you really need in the lineup. And I'm sure they'll figure out what's wrong and make the proper changes to ensure that he's okay. But not too much remaining in this NCHA semifinal game between the Spartans and the Bulldogs. It's been a fun one, I think, through three periods so far.
Especially if you're an Adrian fan.
Absolutely. Packed house here at the AAA today. Love to see playoff hockey in full swing.
Hoping to host another game in this NCHA tournament. That'd be the Harris Cup final. Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. Adrian up 4. Amsbaugh with it. Amsbaugh strong on the puck, now turns it over on the pass. The steal by Jack Rudden. Spartans in, Rudden gets it back. His shot saved by Stewart, and the rebound stays wide.
Didn't get it cleanly, but still made the stop as he's going to cover up here.
Third period. Heinz with 2, Potosha with a couple.
How about that?
You just never know. I mean, it could be a Brad Summers night.
Absolutely.
It could be a Riley Murphy night. Or it could be a Zach Heinz night.
And I think that's really the great part about this Bulldog roster this year. The wealth has been distributed so evenly throughout the roster. Yes, you do have a couple of names that have a significant more amount than others, but everybody has done their part. Last year was a little bit different. You look to only a couple of players. Now a lot different.
Puck along the Bulldog bench. It's Cam Babyak. Plays it over to his defense partner, Austin Klein. Klein has an assist on the first Potosha goal back in the opening period. 6 minutes to go in this one as Babyak pinches into the zone. Babyak finds Swade. His low shot is just off. Swade's had some chances this afternoon as he's on it once again. Now it's Babyak to Klein. Austin waiting. His shot down will be an icing against the Bulldogs with 5:43 to go in this one.
Curious to see if the Spartan coaching staff at some point decides to pull Musatelli. Down by 4 with not too much remaining. Just looking to get something at this point.
That's right. Well, we're a little too late in the game for a Patrick Waugh goalie pull. He would have probably done it a couple minutes ago. We have a timeout on the ice. We'll keep it right here. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman with you on the mic. And it is Nate Linder running things along with Laura Witkowski. It's okay, Nate. We're going to keep it right here. Talk some more Bulldog hockey. We got the timeout on the ice. Do you think we will see a goalie pull here on this attempt, Herm?
I think we will. It seemed like on the play earlier, they were starting to talk to Musatelli while he was still on the crease. I don't know if there was any further discussion while he's at the bench right now, but full desperation mode, you have to believe, for the Spartans here as they try and draw up some strategy late in this third period.
In a game for the Spartans where, there is a 0 on the board, but really offensive chances, there's been maybe a handful of 2-on-1s, a couple 1-on-0s. But in terms of established zone time and opportunities, even on the power play, it's been Adrian's defense that's really shown brightly today.
Sure has. Making good plays with the sticks, stepping up to make hits. Everything that you love to see if you're Coach Adam Krug.
Well, the goalie's still in the crease. We will skate 5-on-5, 5:43 left in the third. Off the timeout. Battle for the loose puck. Shot by the Spartans, blocked in front. Connor May high off the glass and out of play. We'll see what comes of this. Looks to be a face-off in the Bulldog end. So the timeout strategy must have been, if we get this situation, we're going 6-on-5.
That's what I'd like to believe.
Yeah. 5:32 to go in this one. Loretto with the puck for Adrian. Levisek over to Connor May. Skate to stick goes May. May, little dump and chase here. Chip and go. Out there with Levisek. That puck is taken away by Aurora. Up the ice goes Hassan Eckel. Play to the middle, blocked by a stick. Not sure if it was Levisek or Gerstein. They were both there. Could be a 2-on-1 developing. May and Levisek. May, Levisek. Oh, what a save and the rebound. Stopped as well.
Oh, wow.
My goodness, A-plus saves there for the Spartan keeper.
2 in 2 seconds from Jacob Musatelli. Had to shut the back door and then got the follow-up chance. Man, you have to tip your cap to some extent for Jacob Musatelli. I really feel like he's played well in this game and has kept things close as best as possible.
39-18, the unofficial shots on goal for Adrian. There have been chances like that, too. This puck goes all the way to Dershawn Stewart, the Adrian goalie, who will bend over and cover that thing up. 4:52 remaining. 2 by Heinz, 2 by Patosha. Power play goal by Heinz, along with an even strength goal. Be sure to tune into our post-game show for the breakdown of this one, our 3 stars of the game. Not sure if Herm remembers from our radio broadcast. I make you pick the 3 stars. So
all right.
Be ready for that.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for it.
I can think of 2 contenders. They each have 2 goals. Calgin out there defending for AC. There's a stick that went flying. There's a Spartan down in the red line. No penalty. Here goes John Calgin for Adrian. Has Patosha. 2-on-2. Calgin. Patosha. Oh, and he missed it high. Or was it a save? There's a hit. Well, you got to be careful here. 1-on-1 the other end. Jacob out there for Adrian with Sedlasek. And 4 minutes to go. Spartans know their season is done in exactly 4 minutes. So Adrian has to be careful here. No stupid penalties. Don't get egged on by anything. Jacob to Redding at center. Now it's Heinz over the blue line. Zachary Heinz turns with it at the left side of the offense. Played around the boards for Matt Redding. Redding to the left side again for Heinz. Heinz looking for an opening around the goal. Heinz spins it out in front. Redding tries to elevate. There's another attempt off the side of the net. And Musatelli will cover with 3:32 left.
Oh, look out. Summers getting tangled up with the other number 13 in Schroeder. You know, and I'm really surprised today. We've seen some big hits, but typically these Adrian Aurora games are very, very fiery, and everybody will jaw back and forth with one another. And solid crunches in open ice or along the wall typically follow. But I think it's almost a good thing that things have sort of plateaued and stayed even.
4-0 AC, 3.5 to go. Puck to the blue line and out. Heinz back defending. Left it there for Klein. Klein, oh, nice feed by Redding. I think made that play up to Zach Heinz. Heinz hits a 3-on-2. Through the middle, here goes. Kudo with a backhander went wide. I had to make sure that was Matt. Looked like a forward on the rush. Looked like Jake Swade.
Could have been.
For a second. I don't know who's winning in a race there. Probably Swade. Here's Kudo with it. It's Klein. Sends it around the boards.
Loose
and we have
bucket.
a penalty coming up.
Oh, I think they're just blowing this down because the helmet popped off.
Okay. I assume helmet off penalty, but we've seen situations where we thought it'd be a penalty and was not tonight.
I think the officiating, though, has been strong. Policing the game.
You're right. They called penalties early. I think that really set the tone in what could have been a chippy game. It was quite chippy here last year, the Harris Cup championship game. As the draw goes to the Spartans. Aurora through center, but they can't contain it. Losing that one is Propocchio. And he's back on defense now as Murphy avoids a big hit. Puck in the Spartan zone. Now it's high up to center ice where it's Amsbaugh and now Shields. Good to see Jaden on the ice. Lead pass for Riley Murphy. Murphy in the right side corner. 2.5 to go in this one. Murphy took a shove. And now here goes Aurora. This is Procopio again. Barely onside. Feed across to the front and Babyak makes the play. Oh, and some trouble between Amsbaugh and Shields as Jaden goes down. Dershawn Stewart must cover with 2:13 left.
Time winding down here in this NCHA semifinal. Saw Dershawn Stewart there on the screen. He's been excellent today.
Well, you thought this game was fun. Stay tuned for tonight as Adrian College women will take on Lake Forest College in a trip to the Slots Cup final. 7 o'clock puck drop tonight. Here's Connor May. May, right side corner, under 2 to go. May still on it, to the point for Loretto. Loretto's long shot right in and gloved with ease by Musatelli.
Looked like he was going to try and play it at first. You don't want as many stoppages, especially when the faceoff can be won in the offensive end for the Bulldogs. As we take a look on screen, some of the banners hanging down here from the AIA. The NCHA League Champion banners, men's and women's side. Face-off on the left, 1:53 to go.
And the Spartans control it, only for a moment as Iowa Dinier makes sure that Aurora can't get anything going. Here's a feed out in front between the legs. Gerstein has it back. His shot goes off and to the right. 95 seconds to go in this one. Bulldogs 4, Spartans 0. Puck on edge at center. Iowa Dinier got bumped into his bench. The Spartans with a 2-on-1. Waiting, shooting, and it's blocked by May. Puck stays in play. Minute 19 to go. And Loretto for the Bulldogs. I think the Adrian fans can feel it. Stay tuned for ticket sales, people. Looks like the Harris Cup will be right back here next Saturday as Gerstein comes in. Left it there for Levasek. Couldn't do anything with it. And now he'll go back to defend. We get some cheers from the Adrian fans. Troon back for Klein. Touch pass to Patosha. Went off his stick. We pinball at center ice. Final 38 seconds. Babyak for Adrian will have it behind his own goal. Final 28. Turnover at the blue line. Little give and go. Here's a shot blocked. Rebound goes to the Spartans. That shot saved by Stewart. And now Babyak on it for Adrian with the final 12 seconds of the third. Plays it to center. There is no icing. That's it, that's all. There will be no more for this game. And the Adrian College Bulldogs will play for a conference title next Saturday afternoon right here at the Arrington Ice Arena.
What a big win for the Bulldogs. Dershawn Stewart, the shutout. It's his 5th of the season. Can you believe that? For his 18th win on the year. Makes 18 saves. And a good team win for the Bulldogs.
Hail Adrian from the pep band down to our right. It's an Adrian College victory. Another Bulldog win. This one 4-0 here in the Harris Cup semifinal. We'll await the winner of Trine and St. Norbert up in the Green Bay area to see who will be making the trip over to Adrian, Michigan for the Harris Cup Championship. The defending champs will get a chance to do it, and that's what you want for the next edition of your program, is to get a chance to defend your title. And they'll get a chance to keep Harry right here at the Arrington next weekend. And Herm, this was a wire-to-wire win.
Yeah, it certainly was close, and some festivities in the face-off line. Kyle Schroeder is going to be escorted off the ice. I don't know what happened, but the official's not happy with him, as everybody else cordially goes through the handshakes. Love to see the sign of respect between both teams. And man, this was a fun one today here at the AIA. A lot of respect for the Aurora University Spartans. They battled the whole season, and the fourth meeting between the Bulldogs and the visiting Spartans going in the favor of Adrian College. The only time this season where we see a final score not separated by one goal, which is really impressive to think how talented each of these sides are. But a good season for them. Bulldogs advance to the next round of the NCHA playoffs, will defend what's rightfully theirs and try and win another Harris Cup.
The season ends for the Spartans here at the Arrington Ice Arena, and it sinks in for the players in blue and white, sort of a creamy white, as they make their way to the visiting locker room. The Bulldogs at center ice raise their sticks, salute the fans. 2 goals for Zach Heinz, 2 goals for Ryan Patosha, a shutout from Dershawn Stewart. That's the recipe for a Bulldog victory. We will be right back. We're going to get our 3 stars of today's game. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back at the Arrington Ice Arena. Another Bulldog victory here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena as we get the announcements of the 3 stars of today's contest. The 3rd star, no surprise there, Herm.
Ryan Patosha, yep, he's got 2 goals in this one. 2nd star of the game, also with 2 goals this afternoon, is Zach Heinz, since he continues his hot streak. 12 points in the last 3 games, and the first one going to the netminder. Dershawn Stewart with another shutout this season. Gets his pound of flesh from the AIA faithful as we close things out here on this semifinal matchup.
Couldn't think of a better 3 stars. It was only a matter of what order you put them in. The edge goes to Dershawn Stewart. Well-deserved. A shutout performance. 4-0 Bulldog win here this afternoon. Before we sign off, Herm, any final thoughts as this team tunes up for Harris Cup Championship?
Yeah, the Bulldogs, I really feel like, are peaking at the right times. I definitely think that there was some question going into the season about how things would shape out for this year, but they're really proving themselves, and that's a big win for the Bulldogs, 4-0. After 60 minutes of play, they'll go and play for the Harris Cup once again right here at the Arrington Ice Arena. I think at this point, just got to make sure you do the right things in practice, gear up for your next game, stay mentally prepared, and hopefully we'll see a positive result next week.
All right, sounds good. Again, a 4-1 final here at the Arrington Ice Arena. The women's game, the Bulldogs hoping to punch their ticket to the Slots Cup Championship. They're taking on Lake Forest College tonight at 7. Herm and I will be on the call for that one as well. I'd like to give all our thank yous to our crew here this afternoon, everybody behind the scenes, including Laura Witkowski, Nate Linder, and for my broadcast partner, Alex Herman. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
For all of us on the Adrian College Sports Network, I'm Ian Wentz saying so long and good afternoon. Bulldogs winners 4-0. They will go to the Harris Cup.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.